Truly, truly. Just might not do that well in New York.
You know my attitude? If you've got it, you know, the it factor,
You can do it anywhere.
you can do things quite nicely.
And I think Clint's a great guy. But on this task, Clint was the project manager. The primary decisions were made under Clint's watch, and I certainly provided input.
Who was the one that came up with the price point? Because the price point was really too high. Who came up with it?
I came up with the actual lower price point. Then, you know, we discussed everything from $149.99, and Stuart had even suggested maybe even up to $250. I didn't want to break the $200 price point in this economy.
Gentlemen, if I was to tell you to sell me a six-pack beer for $40, what would you think? And that's essentially what you are doing with this product. The truth of the matter is, this product for this venue simply was priced too high.
Sort of both guilty for that, aren't you?
We were both confident that that price would work because it was under $200. And I know, based on seeing my wife's purses, that...
You know, the sad thing is, if you sold 10 more purses, just 10 more, you would have won.
Yeah.
And so, Stuart, you could take a little blame because you were the pitch man.
I could.
Right?
I could, sure, definitely.
Juan, how do you see it?
Well, in our industry as headhunters, we make a call often with two similar people, similar skill sets, but then there's corporate cultural fit. And in this case, knowing your organization, I think Stuart would fit in better than Clint, from communication to playing the New York politics of a big corporate organization.
These aren't similar people, sir, and I want to disagree with you. I have experiences and I have things that I bring to the table that Stuart does not have yet. Not saying that he can't get there, but Stuart is not the man I am as far as my ability.
How old are you, Clint?
I just turned 40.
How old are you, Stuart?
I'm 27 years old, sir.
And when you look at what
Big difference.
you look at my experience, and you look at what, even in the tasks, Stuart has always turned to me. In fact, yesterday on the helicopter, he told me that I reminded him of his father. And I took that as a backhanded compliment. I understand that, but what I'm telling you is, no, it wasn't backhanded. I took that as a compliment, but I also take that as, I know that I'm more experienced than Stuart. We're not talking about widgets
In certain things, perhaps.
We're talking about two separate people here.
Clint, I'm a huge believer in education.
Yes, sir.
What are your educational credentials?
Mr. Trump, I'm an attorney, Southern Methodist University. I went to Texas Christian University undergraduate, magna cum laude.
Very good. Stuart, do you think Clint is smarter than you?
You know, I think we have very different skill sets.
I'm a little impressed. His educational background is good.
No, he's got a
Well,
great
I'm not done yet.
educational
I'm
background.
also a CPA, licensed
impressive.
attorney, and I'm also
I'm very impressed.
I'm a real estate broker and also a mediator.
And then you had some bad timing in
I
race.
had bad timing on one
But
read.
everyone does, don't worry
Yes, sir.
about it. Catherine, what's your opinion?
My opinion is a little different than my esteemed colleague, Juan, because I think that Clint has a bigger tool bag to work with. I think that he has a greater breadth of experience. I think that he can be used in a number of different organizations, perhaps not in New York City. You have organizations that are not based here.
That's true. You know, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the world. So he may fit in much better than you in certain locations. What's your educational background, Stuart?
I went to Purdue University at the business school there with a minor in finance and a minor in marketing.
And you graduated.
I graduated, and then I financed my own company, which made over $1 million within the first year of operations.
I've had 5 companies that have been $1 million producers.
At 23 years old.
At 23 years old myself, before I got out of law school.
Clint, you are very entrepreneurial.
I
aren't you?
am, sir. I am the quintessential.
Do you think more
entrepreneur.
so than Stuart?
I love Stuart. I would hire Stuart in a minute.
I think you do. I think you really have a good relationship.
We definitely do.
And it's
There's
hard
no
for me to
question.
sit
And
here.
I really think you're both outstanding, and you're both, in every way and in every category, you're really tremendous people. And there is no loser tonight. There is no loser. But, Stuart, you're fired.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Two good guys.
Very good, guys. Tough decision.
Bring him in. I'm going to fire somebody right now.
It's never fun to lose, but I defended myself the most I could in the boardroom with keeping my integrity intact. I don't think Mr. Trump made the right decision, but that's ultimately his decision at the end of the day.
Rockport presents Next Steps.
Since leaving The Apprentice, I went right back to my business. It gave me a lot of insights of how I am as a leader, as a manager. I just really have taken time to slow down every day, stay a little bit more focused versus running around all over the place and thinking I'm getting a lot done. And I think it's actually helped us a lot.
Rockport, put your best foot forward. Now, a look at the next all-new Apprentice.